This is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
Call it my battleground. I'm on the center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prize.
Testing 1, testing 2, testing 3. You guys got me. Don't know what the fuck happened there, but we're glad to have it fixed. Yeah. Anyways, I think the best show that would be done in black where you guys can't see my ugly mug. Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Friday game day edition. Friday, April 23rd. It's going to be a special Friday. Why? NBA Game of the Year for myself later on today, coming off a big Game of the Week winner. Just kidding, don't worry, I'm going to bless you guys with my ugly mug this morning. No idea. Weird. All of a sudden, it wasn't getting anything from the mic. Rich, you didn't lose the video. It was me purposely making it black. Cha-ching! I figured it would look better than my ugly mug. Rich Fair Trade. Hey, if you got to listen to my scratchy voice, you might as well see a black blank screen. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Yeah, I have no idea why it did that. I didn't change anything. All I did was unplug the mic and plug it back in. That's all I had to do. Go figure. Daily free play video is out up on YouTube. Was done this morning. I'll probably get back to, I just haven't been coming back into the office late at night, which has been nice. But I'll probably get back to that here, very soon for everybody. That way we get out the daily free play videos out much earlier in the evening time for everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking for a monster of a Friday. Posted a copy of one of my tickets from my Game of the Week yesterday. If you guys were on my Game of the Week, give yourself a big flipping pat on the back. If you're not, take your right foot and stomp on your left foot. All right? Stomp on that big toe. Shame on you. If you weren't on it, you missed a nice one. You missed a nice, easy winner. Now, I did show one of my 3 tickets. I posted it this morning. I actually thought I did it yesterday, but apparently it didn't post. But I did post it on Twitter and the YouTube community page for the whole world to see. For the entire world to see. Because we're real here. And that's what we do. We actually bet. No $50 better here. Trying to tell you guys to go bet the farm and I'm only putting 50 on it. Not a chance. Add 2 zeros behind it. And then give me 3 tickets just like it. Give me 3 tickets just like it. Oh yeah. That's what we do. That is what we do. I can't even, my eyes are so bad squinting at this other screen. I don't even know if this is the right ticket. So bear with me, but I'm going to show you guys a ticket. We'll find out when it flashes on the screen if it is the correct one or not. Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. And now, there's one of my tickets from yesterday. I had 3 identical tickets. 2 at Bet Online. 1 at another book. I never try and hurt just one book. I like to spread the hurt out. Keith Davis, you got the grandkids, huh? I bet they could be a handful. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can only imagine mine when she's over at her grandmother's. Matter of fact, she actually spent the night there the other night. And I'm sure it was a handful. There we go. That is the correct ticket. I can see it now. $5,500 to win $5K. Cha-ching! That was one of them. That goes back to what we were talking about yesterday. All these supposed sharps. Oh, wait, squares. Or are they fucking circles that actually don't bet? Or if they do bet, it's $50 measly on their games. And then try and tell you should bet the farm. None of that shenanigans here, folks. Because we actually bet. Man, Rich, now I can't even make it a surprise. I can't show you my ticket from Thunder Down Under. I know. Don't want to show you that receipt. Lord forbid we show you that one. Would be hilarious. Would be hilarious. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. The end of the week is here. The weekend is here. I'm ready to rock and ready to roll. And it's going to be a good one. Mike says that's the only tech I know. Unplug and plug back in. Man, that's all I did. It was weird. So on the soundboard, it was actually showing me the microphone was red. For some reason, soundboard was left on all night long. It should have been shut off. For some reason, I believe I left it on all night long. And it was just showing up red. I don't know what to flip and do. I don't know what to do. Unplug it, plug that shit back in. I tried from the back of the one that goes from this to the iMac Pro. That didn't do it. So what's next? Unplug the microphone. Unplug the microphone and it magically worked. Magically worked. I see the sound. The Vibe Interactive free play board is still wanting to be a pain in the ass. It's still wanting to be a pain in the ass. Let's see here. Let's check the network settings while we're just hanging out here. While we're just hanging out in the barbershop. I don't know how to check the settings. I guess that would be helpful, right, folks? Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. It's connected to the internet. Outreach. How about Atalanta yesterday dominating the game? Dominating the fucking game. Oh, update available. That's probably why. All right, reboot that board. I'll get this poll spinning because you guys know if it ain't spinning, we ain't winning. And I turned it on a little late yesterday. Atalanta dominating 3/4 of that fucking game. What's-his-face picks up his second yellow card, turns it into a red. And they just poured it on. Rich, did I leave the pull on all night? No, it was off all night. It was on late, though. Neverez, good morning to you. Right back at you, brother. Members only video yesterday ended up being a push. Rakuten Golden Eagles with the big push yesterday, or this morning. We'll take the push. We'll take the push. We'll take the money back, and we'll move on to the next day. But yet again, members only video did not lose. We'll take that one. Mauricio. Thank you, brother. Always appreciate you being with us. Clap on, clap off. We got to get it. Yeah, Keith Davis, the Kentucky kid in the car accident in L.A. yesterday. Very sad deal. Very sad deal. Sad deals all the way around, man. Everywhere you look, there seems to be sad deals these days. We got a frozen screen with my... I mean, that might be the best side that you guys will ever get of me on a frozen screen right there. I mean, that should make the highlight reel right there. That is like the best side. Back to the ugly side. Back to the ugly side. Who's ready to rock and roll on this beautiful Friday? Huh? Who's ready to rock and roll? I know I am. Ready to rock and roll. I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready. Brent says it was Atalanta killed his small parlays that he had going. But it was a great soccer afternoon. Our soccer ended up going 2-1 yesterday. Another winning day in soccer from 2-0 to 2-1 yesterday. Atalanta minus 120 was the only one that killed it. Unfortunately, killed the perfect day yesterday in soccer. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Man, they absolutely, if you guys watch that game, they flipping dominated that game. And so many opportunities gone by the wayside. They definitely let that one not slip away. They just gave it away is what they did. That one was straight given away. Keith Davis is ready to rock. Very nice. Right there with you, brother. Ready to rock. Penny vacation was good. Long, you know, I mean, maybe a tropical vacation. Getting waited on hand and foot would have been a little nicer, you know, on, maybe in Hawaii or something. Yeah, Steven. We're talking about them rat bastards. Mauricio says, hit the thumbs up, guys and gals. Yes, hit the thumbs up. You guys are lacking. You guys are slacking and lacking this morning. I know you guys want something out of me, and I'm going to get something out of you. That's for sure. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. We're going to start being mean here. We're going to start being mean. One more monster win coming up tonight. Then I'm going to have a local guy having to pay me pretty handsomely. That's a fact, Jack. Hey, Steven, I ain't out on the field, so, you know, I nothing I can do about that one. Nothing I can do about that one. I didn't pick up a red card. Shoulda, coulda, woulda on that one. But trust me, I had a nice big ticket on it. Them rat suckers. They cost me nicely as well. That's for sure. That is for sure. I might be a little bitter about it because it was a nice ticket. Not game of the week style ticket, but it was a nice ticket for a soccer bet, that's for sure. That is for sure. All right, so what do we got planned for today, folks? What do we got on the board for today? What is on the agenda? We got soccer today, NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA, highlighted by my personal play, NBA Game of the Year going down today. Major League Soccer today in the evening time. By the way, if you are on our soccer package, our soccer guys will be putting out Major League Soccer as well this year. Not all the time. Won't be a daily thing, but they will put it out. Yes, Penny, it was definitely a good cash yesterday on the Game of the Week. That was just one of the 3 tickets that I had. Victor, we're going to be cashing those tickets. That we will be doing, brother. That we'll be doing. Kind of a quiet soccer day. By the way, Belarus soccer is on BetOnline. Very rare that we can find some Belarus soccer. Smorgon and Sputnik from the Premier League. And Slava Moisa and Slutskahar, or however you pronounce their damn slutty name. You guys know me. We love our Belarus soccer. I looked at every angle that I could find on this one. And just not liking anything. Just not liking anything. Other than the Slava Moisa game, over a half and over 1 in the first half. I do like, and I am going to bet it. And you know what? We might as well just give it to you guys in the live show for everybody that's tuning in. For everybody that's looking for it, it is a Belarus soccer game. And it does start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so it starts in 2 hours from now. Starts in 2 hours from now. Now, here's the thing. The game that starts in, 12 minutes? Both teams' defense is absolutely horrible. Smorgon and Sputnik. Both of these teams are liable to give up 5 goals apiece to a quality team in the Belarus Premier League. If you guys remember during COVID, we rocked a lot of Belarus soccer. I mean, it was our main stable all COVID long until regular sports came back. So I love me some Belarus soccer. It's the offense that makes me worry on both teams, but both teams are so shitty. Watch, it'll be the best defensive game of the day. Both teams are so shitty. There should definitely be a few scoring opportunities in the first half in this game. So I will get this one posted and up on the screen for you guys. Bear with me. There it is, right there. There it is. Put that one up on the screen. Ka-dunk. Here you guys go. Now you can see what I bet in the Belarus soccer. We'll get it up on the board as well for everybody. A little Belarus soccer game. I'll leave that up on the board for you guys while I post. While I post it up on the board. The board may not even be ready yet. System update, got it. Put that over there, that over there. Swap these around. All right. First half over 1/2 and 1. There we go. There's a lot of... I'm sure some people will get confused. But that's okay. We're using the Vibe Interactive board. See, I actually bet here. Just a little Belarus soccer $500 action this morning. And there we go. There's the camera for it. We've got it. I mean, it's somewhat up there. Updating the board, trying to get everything rocking and rolling. Let's see here. There we go. That's a better view of it. There we go. That's a better view. It's even better view than my ugly mug. Certain way you bet it, I've lost on both pushes. If you're betting the money line, you should not be losing. If you're talking about Japanese baseball there, Les, if you're betting the money line, and now if you're not betting the money line and you're taking the run line, then you'll probably be losing because the run line you'd be laying a run. If you actually bet the pure money line, ends up being a draw. Bets get canceled. They just get canceled out. On Bet Online, it'll show up in black and it'll say canceled. Jordan, did you not get my email? We were having email issues 2 days ago where some of the emails were not leaving our server. If you did not get my reply, let me know. Check your spam because yours was in my spam, so check your spam. And if you did not, then I will resend it as soon as I get off the live show. Rookie MVP, what's going on? What is going on? Happy Friday. Big day today. Big day planned today. A lot of fun going to be going on today. But yeah, about Japanese baseball and the push is less. There's two-way... Oh, you're talking about soccer? If you're betting the spread and you're laying a half or you're laying one and the teams draw, you lose. If you're taking the money line in soccer and the teams push, you lose. Because soccer is a three-way betting on the money line. You have Team A, Team B, and then a draw. If you bet on Team A minus $1.10 or Team A plus 120 and it ends up in a 1-1 final, that's a draw. If you did not bet the draw option, you would lose. So for everybody that bet Atalanta yesterday minus $1.30, we lost because it was a 1-1 draw. Now, if you would have bet draw, you would have won. Now, on the flip side, if you're betting the spread and it's minus a half, then they got to win by one. Or plus a half, you could win on the draw. But if it's a straight pick 'em on the spread and they were to draw, you would get your bet canceled and you'd get your money back. So if you're betting soccer and you're betting on the money line, it's a three-way bet. You have Team A, Team B, and then the draw. It's that damn draw that gets you. It's that damn draw that gets you. It's that damn draw. It's the same thing. The 3/4 is the same thing. One, your book just lists it differently with the Asian line, the Asian handicap. Joseph, I wouldn't count out the Pirates today. They've got a good pitching matchup, the Pirates do, for today's game. But you would think that the Twins are able to snap their 4-game skid against the lowly Pirates. But keep in mind, they definitely have a good pitchers matchup today. The Pirates, that is. I looked at that game, and, your first instinct is fade the Pirates. But Brubaker, 2-0 with a 1.76 ERA so far after his few starts. It was enticing. It was definitely enticing. But again, the Pirates' offense is really not one to write home about. Jordan, I'll send it as soon as I get off the live show. I'll resend it to you. I'll get it back out to you as soon as we get off the live show. Alrighty, so let's talk about some baseball. Some good games up on the board today. Closed out 2 system plays in Major League Baseball between yesterday and this morning. Duke, what's going on? San Francisco Giants closed out a system play on them on Game 1 winner. Yamori Giants closed out one there as well. One, it moved to 1. Worst case scenario, you're looking at a push, Juan, I believe. I believe they get at least 1 in the first. So I think you'll be looking at, a push. Worst case scenario. So yeah, I still think there's value there. Not a lot. Keep in mind, it's Belarus soccer. All kinds of crazy shit happens there. It could be 0-0 at the 89-minute mark and they end up with a 3-1 final somehow. One, no problem, man. And remember, keep it small. It's a small bet. That's a small bet for me. Just because I put 500 on it doesn't mean everybody else should follow suit. Bet according to your bankrolls. Shapendi, members live today. Members live tomorrow. Members live tomorrow. We will have another members video later on today. That members content keeps dropping, folks. We keep dropping it. We keep dropping it. If you're not a YouTube exclusive member, you're really missing out this week. Yeah, that one moved pretty high, pretty late in that one. I think it closed at minus 220 or minus 230. Once the money starts pouring in on Japanese baseball, those lines move fast. Those lines definitely move fast. That is a given. They are rocket ships with that line. I mean, I am just thankful that the book does offer it. Because we do make a shit ton of money betting it. But how is here's my question to you guys that said the price was too high. How is the price high? Minus 200 is too high? Minus 220, minus 210, minus 195? You guys have a price ceiling on what you'll bet? Out of curiosity. Juice only matters if you lose. Just think, you'll bet a minus 185, but you won't bet a minus 200, so you let 15 cents get in the way of a win. Think about that logic. You let a very small percentage of a bet get in the way of putting a win in your pocket. Jesse T, personally, for my bankroll at the moment, too high. Well, there should be no juice that's too high for any bankroll. You could bet less. Oh, Brent, yeah, the minus 400, I think they were on Barcelona, or minus 500, I believe it was. Right? Juice only matters if you lose. If your bankroll can't support a minus 200, your bankroll can't support a minus 160, minus 150. If your bankroll can't support a minus 200, hell, it can't even support a plus 110, to be honest. Bet less. Shapendi, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. That'll be 500 in your pocket when it's all said and done. There should be no... I mean, I see people betting minus 500s in boxing without blinking an eye. I see some of the people that complain about juice in a baseball game betting a minus 240 in the UFC. But you can't stomach to bet a baseball minus 200. And I'm not singling anybody out. I'm just talking logic here. I see it all day long. People will go bet a minus 300 in the UFC all day long without blinking an eye. But people won't bet a minus 190 or minus 200 in baseball because it's magically a lot. But yet, a minus 200 in soccer is just your normal favorite. A minus 200 in the UFC is a small favorite. Don't let juice stop you from putting winners in your pocket, guys. There you go, Blaze Towns fan. I have no limit on odds for a favorite. Winner is a winner. Damn straight. Cody says if we only bet underdogs, we'd all go broke. Unless you were just to pick the right ones. Remember, they're a dog for a reason, right? You're supposed to lose. Rich says, I usually follow the logic. I don't want to have to win a game more than twice to make up for losing it once. Pick the right ones and you don't got to worry about that logic. Juice only matters if you lose. And keep in mind, if you lost a game and you got to dig yourself out of the hole for one game, it's not a race. It's not a race to the end. But I see it too many times. People will literally, you guys have no problem betting a minus 2 something or 3 something in the UFC or a soccer play. But when it comes to an American sport, all of a sudden, there's a bunch of scared pansies running around. But yet, when UFC comes, FC tells you to bet that minus 220, and you guys are slobbering all over it. Or you see one that you like that's minus 300 and you're putting the money on it. Just keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. Alonzo, you are correct. Anonymous, I highly doubt that. But I'd love to see the actual juice and the odds on it. But that's a pretty broad statement. Rich says Turtle 7 is minus 220 right now. But what you guys don't know is he's got a hurt little joint. So don't bet on Turtle number 7. Don't bet on Turtle number 7. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. Let's gear into some baseball. Some good old baseball. Cody, Dodgers usually come through as a higher favorite. Minus 200 is not high in my opinion. Baseball, the minus 240 to 260s and above get me in the high range. That's a fact. But there'll be teams that are minus 200, and if you want to bet them, yes, Anonymous. Good job with the math there. Good job with the math there. But if you're just sticking to even money betting, baseball's not for you. That's a fact. Because there's a thing called juice, and you're going to pay to play betting Major League Baseball, soccer. So unless you're betting football and you're taking a spread only, let me know how that works out for everybody. Let me know how that works out for everybody. We like to be multi-dimensional here. Yeah, but Brent, even that high juice one would win and put a money in your pocket, and that other one may just, you throw in an added one just to get the price down, you end up losing. Sylvester, you crushed your book with that 2-run shot yesterday. I think we all did. It was a very nice 2-run shot, too. Couldn't have came at a better time. Couldn't have came at a better time. Joshua, run totals is the only way to go in baseball. Okay. I'd have to disagree, but okay. One early action game today, a 2:20 Eastern Time, 11:20 Pacific game between the Brewers and the Cubs. Anderson going up against Hendricks. Hendricks 0-2, looking for that win. Cubbies riding a 3-game win streak. Everybody riding or fading the Cubs lately, except for us. We've been hammering on the Cubs lately. Brewers also with a 3-game win streak, 11-7 on the year, getting Brett Anderson on the mound today. Interesting to see on that one. That should be a good game. Just popping up that game on the live odds. Look to see if there's any props out on that one yet. Probably should be. That's the name of the game, Anonymous. Got to be hitting at a high rate on anything to be successful in the sports betting world. Sylvester, NBA Game of the Year today. You know, I was very close to putting one out last year during the bubble play. Bubble play, if you guys remember, was so unpredictable. I played very few NBA games during the bubble play, except when we got down to the playoffs. Most of my stuff was, I waited to the playoffs. And there was one where I was going to put out an NBA Game of the Year. Instead, I just gave it to all my personal players that were on my personal plays without, an added fee or anything like that. And it ended up hitting, and I should have put it out as a Game of the Year. But last year with the bubble play, I did not put it out last year. Just so unpredictable last year that it was insane. Ronald, what's going on, my brother? Give me some news I could use. NBA Game of the Year today. Joshua, anybody can say it, but go look at the stats. Anybody can say that and make it sound good. Until you look at the wins and the losses. And that could be very misguiding as well. Was that dogs on the run line or dogs on the money line? If you get 100,000 likes, can we get a premium play? If you get 100,000 likes, I'll give you more than a premium play. But 100, no. Maybe. Cody, Game of the Year is definitely going to be a banger, that's for sure. Interesting. The strikeout prop on the Cubs and the Brewers game, Hendricks is at 6. Hendricks' strikeout prop is at 6. At least 6. plus 114. 5 is minus 196. Are they expecting a pitcher's duel in this one? Brett Anderson, last time he faced the Cubs, struck out 4 batters. He had 4, 1, and then 3 in his last game against Pittsburgh. His is sitting at 4 minus $1.30 for Anderson to get at least 4 strikeouts. I kind of like that one. Sylvester, love it. Love it. Probably a lot of people from Vegas calling. A lot of them broiler rooms out there. A lot of them broiler rooms out there. The Cubs in their game yesterday were a strikeout magnet. The Cubs struck out a total of 14 times yesterday. Led by Contreras' 3 and Happ's 2 strikeouts. Baez also had 3 Ks. I'd have to say, I do like the Anderson getting 4 strikeouts or more. Minimum of 4. Now, Bet Online, the prop, the max is 500 and you're not allowed to do the rebet feature on it. I just bet it for 500 to win whatever it was, 335. I think it was. Let me double check. $500 to win 385, excuse me. Anderson with at least 4 strikeouts. Going to put that little prop up on the board. Remember, that's a small wager, all right? That's a small wager, but we're going to throw that one up on the board, all right? One day this Vibe Interactive board is going to start working again. Board's a little touchy today. All right, so we need at least 4. 4 or more strikeouts for Mr. Anderson of the Brewers. Put that one up on the board for everybody. And that's a small little wager. That's a fun little prop for Brett Anderson. Remember, I'm a smaller prop guy. I don't bet a lot of props. Dick Kick Actual in the house. You know, I do agree. Baez will probably give him at least half of his needed strikeouts, assuming, here's the thing. He went 5 complete innings twice and 7 in his last game against the Pirates. If we can get him to go 5 to 7 innings, we should nail that Anderson prop. We should nail the Anderson K prop right there. I do believe we will. Was just taking a look at something in the news. 4 cases a win there, Joseph, on Bet Online. It's at least 4. At least 4 gives a win. So as soon as he hits that 4th strikeout, cash that flipping ticket, brother. As long as you're betting on Bet Online. And you select. Just taking a gander real quick. Just taking a gander. By the way, Anderson with 4 strikeouts and Chris Bryant with 1 hit, which is minus 250. Pays plus 148. Unfortunately, the max bet it will allow me to bet it is $168.92. By the way, I did bet that parlay. Oh, it's not allowing me to. Max exposure is 250. I bet it for something and I don't know what it was. What did it let me get in? It let me get down $168.90 on the parlay at plus 148 with Anderson at 4 strikeouts and Chris Bryant with 1 hit. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. Just looking, for some other added avenues. The Anderson strikeout prop, even though it's at 6, it's at 6 because the Brewers keep striking out. Garcia had 5 strikeouts in their last game. Bradley Jr., Vogelbach, Shaw all had 2. Hauser had 2. They struck out 17 times. If they had the Navarez hit prop for Milwaukee, if they had that up there, I'd bet it, but they don't. Adding Jackie Bradley Jr. to the parlay, and it won't allow me to add Chris Bryant to the parlay anymore. Because it says I have too much exposure on him. William DraftKings has it at 3.5 strikeouts at minus 113. That's good. It's a good one right there. That is a good one right there. Now, if you did... So here's an interesting one. I think Hendricks gets strikeouts. I don't know if he gets 6. I don't like 6 strikeouts. But if you took Anderson have at least 4 strikeouts. And Hendricks on BetOnline, if you bought it down to 5, minus 196. The parlay is plus 166 for both of them to have a bunch of strikeouts today. Max exposure at BetOnline is 500 to win 1335, so you'd have a profit of 835 on your $500 wager. I did just bet that one as a parlay, just so you guys know. I did just bet that one, just so you guys know. Woo! There's some good props in this first game. There's some definitely good props in this one. Give me 1 second. Just taking a look at something here. Contreras and Bryant for a home run are plus 400 apiece. For them both to have a homer today. What do they both have 5 home runs on the year? Yeah, the Bryant hit minus 200 or minus 250 depending on where you get it. Contreras and a Bryant home run pays plus 2,400. And by the way, you could actually get the Anderson strikeout prop down to 300. That you can. Or down to 3, but it's minus 300. Weird. Let's see here. I was trying to see if it would let me do that with the Anderson strikeout prop, but limit exceeded, so it won't let me. It will not let me. One second, folks. I wish their prop limits were higher. As far as the side on that game goes, do I like the run line? I wouldn't take the run line at minus 155 when the money line's at minus 155 if I did anything, which I don't have anything on that game, not yet anyways. But if I did, I'd be taking the money line on the Cubs versus the run line. Why, to save yourself a little bit of juice? I don't get that theory. I'd rather take the easiest way to win, even if it costs me a few dollars more. That's why there's so many losing baseball bettors out there. That's a real good question there, Mr. McDonald, because a lot of people will say, oh, minus 155 and take the run line, and Cubs win by 1 and you lose your bet, and you're like, fuck, I should have, just bet the money line. People will be cheap and bet the run line in this situation. Juan, I don't put out a game of the year but once a year. Last year, I didn't even put out an NBA game of the year. They don't come along very often. I mean, yeah, you can get plus money, Bill, at, minus 1.5. You can get plus 135. But are you doing it just to get greedy to make that extra plus, 35-cent juice? If that's the case, bet the money line and add a little more to it. I mean, you can lay 1.5 plus 135 or just lay minus 144 on BetOnline. in my opinion. I'm not saying to go bet, the Cubs money line or anything like that, but, looking at, all avenues of it. Looking at all avenues of it. Will there be a score in the first inning? Yes is minus 125. No is minus 106. T.Y. Clinton, Ty, yes you are. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting it. Glad to have you on. Ty, Shapendi, Mr. Moretta, Mr. Morsey, my brother, Mr. David Harris. What's going on, brother? Mr. Jones, Mr. Dela Cruz, Anthony, Tiger on it, Javani on it, and the list goes on and 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 on. There's quite a few people. And I do appreciate each and every single one of you that do support it, because we're going to hammer the snot out of the books tonight. All right, so a little more in depth into baseball rather than just talking about the props on this one. But, I did tell you about the stuff that I was betting while I was live. So if you missed it, go back and hit the rewind button, because I bet a few props there for everybody. We got a few props bet live. I bet a total of 7 props. That first Belarus soccer game between Shmorgan and Sputnik, still 0-0 in that game. We didn't take the over in the first in that game. Although they should get, I would think that they would get to 1, but I mean, you got such shitty teams. They just need a quality chance, and they should be able to put 1 in the back of the goal there. Love me some Belarus soccer, that's for sure. It's been a while since we've been able to bet it. Bet online usually does not have the Belaruski soccer for us. So it was kind of nice that they did today. The games are usually televised on YouTube under the Belarus Football Federation's YouTube channel. But I believe the Minsk game, the Dynamo Brest is playing. I was trying to see. No, I don't see the first one or the second one scheduled. Maybe they'll show the second one for everybody. That did bet that game. I think we'll cash today, though. A little Belarus soccer action for everybody. All right, so back to baseball. Back to baseball and what we got. I'm going to run down the list. Keep in mind, just because I talk about a game doesn't mean that I'm actually betting it. If I'm betting it, I'll tell you. Obviously, if I have a play on it, I'm not going to tell you which play it is unless you're on board. Wouldn't be fair to all of our paying customers. That's for sure. Also, reminder, you have until 7:30 Eastern time to get on board. My NBA game of the year. And if it's after 7:30, if that game is still up, you can purchase it. If it's not up, you can't purchase it. That's how the cookie crumbles. But it may be off the board at 7:30. You don't want to miss out on this one. Joseph Bitcoin. You know, I was kind of hoping that stupid dog coin or whatever you call it went back up. I completely forgot that I had some crypto that I exchanged into it. Completely forgot that I had it. And it's going back, it's up to 23 cents. but I seen it at 35. I logged into my Atomic wallet, and I forgot that I had 21,400 and some odd of that crap dog coin. I was like, oh, $7,500. No shit. And I'm thinking they're going to push it to $1 like they kept saying they were going to a year ago. And I should have sold that fucker right then and there. Could have rebought it at 16 yesterday and made a killing of it back up at 23 again. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll slide back up and then I'll sell it. Although I could sell it right now for a big profit. But yeah, I'm holding my Bitcoin. Although I'm in it for way less than 50, so, you know, I'm still way in the green. Still way in the green. On that one. But yeah, I'm sure Bitcoin will go back up. It always does. Buy the dips, they say, right? All right, so back to baseball. Mr. Guzman, thank you, my brother, for jumping on board my NBA Game of the Year. Let's pound the books today. Let's absolutely pound the books today. And I said this earlier. If you were on my Game of the Week yesterday, give yourselves a big pat on the back and a big bravo Zulu to you. If you were not on my Game of the Week yesterday, take your right foot, lift it up, move it over about 6 inches to a foot, and slam it down on your left foot. Congrats to everybody that was on it. And now, go get on the Game of the Year today in the NBA because we're going to pound the snot out of the books. All right, so baseball, a little bit of baseball. Now, we talked a little bit about the Brewers and the Cubs, and again, didn't put out a play on that one. We put out a prop or 2 or 3 or 7, maybe. But the next game, we got Oakland and Baltimore going at it at 7:05 Eastern time. Oakland. Here's the thing with Oakland, guys. Until they lose, keep betting them. Baseball is a game of trends, a game of streaks. Keep betting the A's until they don't win no more. They've won 11 straight. People will say, oh, the run's going to end soon. The run's going to end soon. You know, keep betting them until the wheels fall off. That's what you do. All right? That is what you do. You keep betting them until the wheels fall off. Oh, Smorgan scores against the Sputnik. Late in the first half in that one, the Smorgan scores on the old Sputnik. Uh-oh, watch out. No, we didn't play that one. Although I did lean towards the first half over, thinking that they should be able to get an easy one somewhere along the lines of that if they just got one scoring opportunity, because both teams' defense is just absolute straight trash. So they did put one up on the board. But between Oakland and Baltimore, I'm going to keep riding Oakland until the wheels fall off. All right? They're minus $1.30. They've won 11 in a row. And they're playing the Orioles. Granted, they're playing, and they've got a great pitching matchup. Irvin against Lopez. Lopez has been absolute trash in his 3 starts so far this year. Ride them until the wheels fall off. Shapenny, you took over 1 in the Schmorgan and Sputnik game, the first one, the one that's going on right now. Congrats on at least a push. Congrats on at least a push. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Shapenny. as long as they get like a decent scoring opportunity in that game, they should probably score again. All right, they should probably score again. You know, you've got 7 minutes plus stoppage time, you know, to get another one in the back of the net. I mean, both teams are just horrendous on the defensive side of the field. So they should have opportunities. Bet the Red Sox as well. And their 2-game losing streak and 5 out of the last 10. I don't know if I could just ride the Red Sox until the paint dries. But the A's, I'll ride them until that paint starts peeling back. Winners of 11 straight. I like my chances on you know, getting a number 12 today. The Yankees in Cleveland. Yankees came out a little sluggish yesterday and poured it on late in that game. Cleveland gave it up yesterday. They definitely had their opportunities in that game, and the Yankees took the best of it. Now, somebody brought up the Red Sox. Kikuchi against Perez going at it today. Mariners have been a tough team. Mariners the Mariners have been a team that is like the pesky Reds of last year, if you guys remember. Mariners have already notched 12 victories, 7 losses, 5 games above 500. Many times a dog. Again, a dog today, a plus 125 dog. I believe they were plus 125. Let me double check. The Mariners at plus 130 with Kikuchi on the mound, who generally fares pretty well. Again, don't have a dollar on this one. Not yet anyways. I hammered the snot out of the over yesterday. In that game, we got the win. Not by a lot, though, but we got the win. Kansas City and Detroit. Good old Mike Minor, former Braves on the mound. Royals have already notched 10 wins, 3 games above 500 against the Tigers, who are 5 games under. Kansas City winners of 6 out of their last 10 games. A very small, slight favorite on the road today, Kansas City is, with Minor on the mound. As far as Minor goes, in his 3 starts this year, he's gone 6, 4, and 5 and 2/3 innings. He pitched a decent game against the Rangers to start, but he did give up, you know, his 4 hits and 4 runs on 4 hits. Had 6 Ks in that game. He made it 4 innings against the White Sox. Had 4 strikeouts in that one. Against Toronto, we went 5 and 2/3. He had 3 strikeouts. Gave up 7 hits, 4 runs. Gave up 2 long balls in that game. He's given up he's given up 3 home runs so far this year in 3 games. That was spread out over 2 games. I don't see any props yet. Oh, yeah, they are loading. Let me see here. Let me see what his strikeout prop is. Minor strikeout prop sitting at 6, minus 130. I can see it happening. Solely based on the Tigers, I mean, they struck out 9 times, and he has the capability to go 7 innings. But I think in order for Minor to get to 6 strikeouts, he's going to have to go 7 complete innings. And it's not very often anymore that he's been going 7 complete innings. So I'll pass on that one. Now, if his prop was at like 4, I'd probably be jumping all over it. If it would have been at 4. Blue Jays and the Rays. We've timed the Rays right quite a few times this year. To think that they're only 10-9 on the season. Glass now going up on the mound today against Steven Matz, of the Blue Jays' former Mets pitcher. Steven Matz 3-0 on the year. Blue Jays 8-10 on the year. That's going to be a nice little pitcher's duel. I mean, both pitchers undefeated on the year, 2-0 and 3-0. I can totally see a big pitcher's duel going on. I can see a lot of strikeouts. Matt's had 9 strikeouts in that game against Texas, his first game of the season. 9, 4, and 5. He's got 18 strikeouts on the year. And then you got Glass now. His strikeout prop is probably, I'm popping it up right now, but I'm going to imagine his prop is at 9. I would imagine. Strikeout props, 9. Glass now strikeouts are at 9. He had 9, 14, and 7. And the last time he faced out Toronto, he struck out 8 batters. And good old Matz. His prop's at 6. He had 9, 4, and 5. He doesn't get 6 a lot because he only usually goes 5 innings. Very underrated pitcher. Now, if he was to go, that 6, 7, 8 innings consistently, I could see him always popping 6, 7. I mean, Glasnow is going to have strikeouts, and he's only going to go, 5, 6 innings. Sometimes he'll go 7. I mean, against Texas, he went 7 2/3, which I believe is his longest outing in well over a year. I mean, he's gone 7. He'll go 7 innings, occasionally. But for the most part, I think that's his longest outing of his career, believe it or not. I don't think he's got a complete game. I don't think he's made it, 8 complete innings. That should be a good pitching matchup right there. I could potentially see what this ends up doing. If you were to buy down the Glass now and the Mats down from 9 to 8 and 6 to 5, put them in a strikeout parlay, it does pay minus $1.10. But again, I don't like the 9 or even the 8 part of Glass now, even though he's probably going to hit it. You have to look at the Blue Jays. And, for example, their last game, I mean, what did they have? They had 8 strikeouts. They've been able to put the ball in play. Granted, they may fly out or ground out, but they've moved the ball exceptionally well. I mean, had 10 hits, 8 strikeouts, had 8 walks. They see the ball exceptionally well. And I'm going to lay off of that one. I can't do the Mats getting 6, minus $1.14. Even though they both probably get it, I'm going to steer clear of this one, guys. Now, just bouncing around, just taking a quick gander. There is a game. Then there is an angle that I am kind of liking. the Cincinnati Reds in the Cardinals game, Sonny Gray is on the mound. Sonny Gray, no run in the first, was a moneymaker for us last year. But you had to pair him up with a team and a pitcher that was capable to give us a good opportunity and no runs in the first. I don't know if I trust Kim enough, Kwang Young Kim, for the Cardinals to not give one up in the first. There has been a run in the first inning of a Reds game in their last 4 games. I believe it was 3 out of their last 4. But when you add in the Cleveland series, those numbers definitely dropped. Brent, you were in which one? Sonny Gray or Kwang Young Kim's last outing? Because Kwang Young Kim's last outing, he gave up a run in the first. That he did. You know, Sonny Gray, he got his debut against Cleveland. Didn't give up a run until what? I think it was the third, gave up 2 runs. Nothing in the first or the second. Gave up that home run. Had 6 strikeouts. But I do like the no run in the first. The only thing is Cincinnati's ability to jump on one. And it's Kwang Young Kim. Noah's minus 147. I do like that one. A run scored in every inning, plus 10,000, by the way. Pack, what's going on, brother? Mr. Davis says Vanderbilt program is putting a lot of great players in the pros. That they are. Yes, the Saturday Sonny Gray start. Yeah, nothing. He gave up nothing in the first or the second. Him, I'm not worried about. It's a young. It's Kim for St. Louis that I worry about. Sonny Gray's strikeout prop is at 6 minus 156. But I think you would definitely need him to go more than 4 innings. Kim's strikeout prop sitting at 4. And in his one start, he did have 4, he had 4 strikeouts in 3 innings against the Phillies. 4 seems to be a decent number for him. He only went 3 innings, though. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and he had 4 strikeouts. He's going to need to go more than 3 innings if anybody wants to have a chance at breaking, Kim at 4 strikeouts or more, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's going to need to go more than 3 innings to have a chance there. So for everybody that bet the Schmorgan and Sputnik over 1 in the first half, you guys all got to push. The Big Mighty push. That bet should have been canceled out. That was over 1, minus 101. They should have had that over a half and over 1, and you should have won a half a bet in that one. That's for sure. Just gandering around a little more baseball. You know, the Marlins against the Giants. Giants won for us nicely yesterday. They probably get the job done again with, if you guys are catching on the theme here, Alex Wood on the mound, former Braves pitcher getting the start. All right, folks. What else do we have planned for today? A lot of NBA. Some good NBA. Including the NBA Game of the Year for myself. That's awesome, Brent. It's funny, my wife was just asking me about going to a game. Pack, how about those Knicks? Knicks have been making us a bunch of money. The Knickerbockers are much improved, right? The Knicks have been cleaning up for us. That is for sure. Day off for the old Knicks today. They get the Raptors tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. 6 games above 500 they are. Raptors 9 games below. I haven't seen the odds yet on that one, but I haven't really looked. They've been playing been playing great. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to get you guys on something good. Even though I already got you guys on something good. We got you on 2 already. We got you on actually more than that if you take all those props from that Milwaukee and Cubs game. But taking a gander around. Taking a gander around the league. And everything else that we've got going on. Gonna throw you guys a curveball today. Gonna throw you guys a nice big curveball. The Bruins on back-to-backs. It is secure. Go to the payment page. It is secure, Juan. The front page of the website doesn't have to be secure because there's nothing on it. But when you get to the membership side of the website, it is secure. So when you actually go to the payment page, it is secured. As soon as you click on the guaranteed page or the premium page and you look in your upper left-hand corner, you'll see that little lock. And if you click on it, it says connection secure. The home page, which is also secured, by the way. But where the blog is doesn't need to be secured. But everything else where your payment information goes is secured. So I would look again there, Mr. Juan. Alex, did you hear your name? Absolutely, brother. We almost got that sweep yesterday. We almost got that sweep yesterday. Fucking Bulls game. Not hitting the over on that one. All right, so in the NHL, Bruins and the Sabres back-to-backs against each other. We rode the Bruins pretty hard yesterday to a nice big win. You need to get me a cover on that floor outlet. To a nice big win yesterday, 5-1. We had them on the puck line. For everybody that doesn't know, that's like the run line. But in hockey, you call it a puck line. Taking a look at the odds at that game. for today. The back-to-back Tuukka Rask, supposed to be the starter for the Bruins. They're minus 330 on the money line. Minus 1.5 is minus 125. We played them on the puck line yesterday, and we're playing them on the puck line again today. Free play for you guys. Bruins laying 1.5, minus 125. I don't like this new update. This new update sucks. There's some smorgasbords of a play up there. A baseball prop, Belarus soccer, and NHL action for you. Pack, yes, FC will be on the live show tomorrow. FC will be on the live show tomorrow. Members only live show, that is. So if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, you will miss out. You will miss out. All righty. Very nice, Nathan. Very nice. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, FC will be on the members only live show tomorrow if you're not a YouTube exclusive member. B. Anderson's a pitcher for the Brewers. Mr. Brackens, I want some fish catching pictures from yesterday, please. Please text me some fish catching pictures. I'm stuck in the office and can't fish, so I want to. Although, I'll be honest, my Taiga surf boat is out front of my house. I did wash it yesterday, cleaned it, detailed it. I got to do the inside today. And it's about surf season here in the desert. Nathan, the poll is spinning, so guaranteed we'll be winning. All right, guys. Again, NBA Game of the Year for myself later on this evening. Don't mind me, my mouse just stuck. Or not my mouse, my keyboard. That sucks when that happens. Sometimes these iMac Pro, these keyboards suck when they get something stuck in them. All right, guys and gals, I am out. Enjoy your day. Happy Friday. Be signed up for my Game of the Year by 7:30 Eastern Time. Juan, I did not give out a play on the side of that game. NBA Game of the Year, you got to be signed up by 7:30 Eastern Time. All right, guys and gals, good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. And remember, tomorrow's live show an hour earlier. If you haven't done so, please hit the thumbs up button right down below. And if you're not a YouTube subscriber, hit the subscribe button. The only thing on the Brewers game that I bet was the Anderson 4+ strikeouts and about 6 other props in that game. If you want to know those props, hit the rewind button and watch the rest of that live show from there. All right, guys? Because we bet quite a few of them, a couple parlays that paid pretty nice as well. Prop parlays, that was. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. Good luck,